Man hört nichts, ne? Ja. Reicht das? Ja gut, man muss auch dazu sagen, es sind weniger als gestern. Wie gesagt, live steht nicht hier, dann wäre es bestimmt wieder lauter. Ne? Nun, es gibt noch jede Menge anderes zu sehen, wie jede Menge Walking Acts, wie zum Beispiel die von Drachenzähmen leicht gemacht sind hier oder sogar ein richtiger Drache da selbst, also haltet Ausschau, Spielteufel, die Band ist auch anwesend, wo auch immer die gerade sind. Die machen das für euch Musik auf dem Markt. Ah, da sind sie, Spielteufel des Teufels Hofmusikanten. Also heute ist echt ein lahmer Haufen hier, ich weiß auch nicht. Ich glaube, wir blasen das ganze Jahr ab. Ihr seid ja so langweilig, also gestern war das mehr. Naja, nicht. Gut, verehrte Gäste, wenn ihr jetzt wirklich bereit seid und wollt, dass der Markt eröffnet ist, dann jubelt, klatscht in die Hände, bis sie bluten, schmeißt die Kinder in die Höhe und so weiter. Ihr sollt jubeln! Naja, dann, falls doch irgendjemand vom Vikings Cast jetzt anwesend sein sollte. Da? Wo? Ah, da! Welcome to the Viking Cast here in Manderscheid. Please come to the stage. Jubelt nochmals! So, ihr dürft, you can, if you want.
Hello everybody. Morning, guten Morgen. Wie geht's es mir? So I don't know if there are new people here from yesterday, but welcome new people, and hope you enjoyed today. Yesterday we had a fantastic, very hot day. So please keep hydrated, drink water, and of course beer and whatever they have here, mead. And hope to enjoy yourselves in this beautiful place. We did enjoy yesterday. So welcome. On my behalf.
Good morning, everybody. Was it a late night for someone? People look surprisingly fresh. Surprisingly. I don't know. Are we doing a Q&A or? Yeah. Okay. Opening the.
Welcoming everybody and hoping.
Okay. Well, we're hoping for more questions from you guys, and don't hesitate to ask anything that comes to your mind, whatever it is.
And he translates well.
So yeah, feel free to jump in with any questions you have about the show or not about the show, about anything you could think of.
Jubel! So, verehrte Gäste, dann sei das Fest offiziell eröffnet. Jubel! So, ich gehe wieder von der Bühne.
Danke, Lukas. Danke, Papa. Gentlemen, sit down. Why do we always start like directly in the sun? We did it yesterday too. Yeah. Although I'm not so busy as I was yesterday. Sorry about that.
This tent is like a hot box.
Oh my God.
It gets so hot. As soon as you step in the inside this, it is.
And if anybody knows about saunas, it's two Finnish people.
We know a thing or two about saunas. Yeah, exactly.
Oh my God. Ah, how was your day yesterday? Good?
It was great. I mean, I kept on thinking it's so hot and it's so sweaty and everything, but the other option, imagine if it was pouring rain. I mean, we got so lucky with the weather, right? I mean, it was hot for everybody. Everybody was a little sweaty, but if we got a torrential downpour all day long, it would have been so miserable.
You know you're going to jinx us now. Now there's going to be...
Yeah, but it's towards the end of the event. At least we've gotten to enjoy, 1.5 days or
Yeah.
Incredible
Of
weather.
great weather.
I mean, I did check out the weather forecast, and it showed like after 12 o'clock,
4, I think it's supposed to be. Yeah. Oh God, no.
pouring rain. So let's see what happens.
Let's see. Peter, did this event? How does this compare to other events that you've been to?
Oh, this is so much more nicer. I enjoy nature very much, and we're in the nature, and this is a beautiful setup, and it's more personal. I think we can talk here and roam freely in a way, and enjoy your company. So it was yesterday. It was busy, and it was a bit work-ish. But then we got to enjoy you guys and have nice laughs with you, even more than in some other conventions. And I enjoyed. And of course, there are so many of us cast members here that it's I can't remember. There was maybe one convention that we had as many people here. Of course, it's so nice to meet our cast members who are like family members. So lovely to share this space and event with you guys.
Yeah, really. I mean, there's lots of familiar faces from other conventions, and those other conventions have been inside quite boring convention halls. So when the setting is like this, you've got an amazing castle right there and a beautiful little valley, or what would you call this?
I almost wonder if
pocket
it's
here.
not a crater of a volcano.
Right. Yeah, that's what it looks like. I mean,
I'm serious, because
Yeah.
there's a bunch of volcanoes here. It could be. I don't know.
oh,
it's awesome.
right, yeah. And I mean, what more could you ask for from a convention? I mean, these settings are incredibly beautiful.
And the fans too. I mean, of course, they were a little bit shy yesterday with questions, but I think they're a very passionate fan base. They're excited to be here, and that you can feel that. I think, especially in the environment. I had a good time yesterday. Oh, schon eine. Na komm.
Check. All right. Good morning, first of all. My question is, any future projects in movies coming out with you guys? And it's
Together or separate?
No, separate. I don't think that you guys are in a movie together anytime soon. Or
Who knows?
Yeah, who knows? On Netflix or Prime?
Nothing coming out. But I mean, it's obviously bound to happen. It's just a matter of time until we do something together again. But there's nothing in the pipeline at the moment.
Nothing in the pipeline. And what would you like to play? Are there any favorite roles you would like to get involved with? Like that story that really catches your eye? Or how do you choose your roles, your scripts, your movies? If it's not the money, which is, I don't care what I play, I'll just take the money, or is it you decide by heart, by instinct, what suits you well?
Well, I mean, I think I probably speak for the both of us, but I've definitely, ever since I started acting, I've always wanted to choose the roles quite carefully, and I've said no to a lot of stuff and never really said yes to anything just because of the money, and I know Peter does the same. But I don't really have anything currently in the pipeline that would be coming out. I've been shooting a documentary film about, well, we spoke about this yesterday a little bit, about salmon and salmon conservation, protecting rivers and protecting fisheries, and it's a long project. It's a passion project of mine, and hopefully we'll be finished sometime soon. There's been lots of new things going on that front, lots of bad news coming in from rivers and salmon populations being damaged and destroyed. But outside of that, I'm currently negotiating a couple of different TV projects that may or may not happen. You never know about the funding and budgets, but it's something that could be shooting this coming winter. So let's see. I think Peter he's always developing new projects and writing new projects, so he's gonna have a more interesting answer than mine.
Yours is always interesting. Yeah, we share the passion in nature, of course, and we're in the same company together, production company, but I'm in another company that makes sort of reality TV series and documentaries about nature, basically, as well. And we have a couple of projects in development, and I'm sort of actively a part of that system. It's a Finnish company, and that's one thing. And then there are two shows that are coming out. There is one show which is called Helsinki Syndrome, and maybe some of you have seen it here in Germany. So I believe the second season is coming out also here in Germany, and so that is coming out in the fall. And actually, Mel was in Finland, and she was she visited. She was doing background acting. Yeah, Mel there, and the red-haired lady. Yeah, she was there. So that series is coming out, and then there is a new series, Finnish. It's an international cast. It's called Conflict. It's about a modern-day threat that we all, sense from the east, and it's about midsummer in Finland when an unknown entity attacks Finland, and it's there is actually a Vikings actor in it as well called Mo Dunford is working there as well, and we have a couple of scenes together. So that's coming out. It's coming out in Finland first, and then I have no idea. Perhaps it's going to be on Netflix or something like that. Let's see how they fare to sell it. But yeah, and other than that, I write a lot, drama, and just finished a year-long project or 2-year-long project, writing a treatment with other writers for a international TV series. So we're hoping to get that off the ground. But times are what they are. But of course, we can't stay still. We have to proceed and be positive about our futures, and have a common goal to make this world a better place, no matter what. Right?
You bet. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I think it's cool that now with all these streaming services, in that rush for content and production or whatever, they've opened it up to international things. I think it's nice to see international projects like Helsinki Syndrome or the Invasion project with Mo. Of course, you just said it 2 seconds ago, and I forgot. Yeah, Conflict. Forgot the title. I remember I watched Marco Ilso and his Danish series Bullshit, and things like our German series Dark, and it feels really good to have a lot of European produced shows and films and things like that, and it's not all just London and Hollywood anymore.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, streaming services, Netflix basically single-handedly changed the game for international non-English speaking TV and film, because I guess Narcos was probably the first real big non-English speaking, like global hit, and all of a sudden they realized that non-English speaking TV and film can actually travel and be a humongous hit anywhere, everywhere in the world, and that's given a whole lot more opportunities for European production companies and filmmakers and creators and actors to do interesting stuff that travels across borders.
Yeah, I mean, and I feel like, again, it's this thing where you don't have to go anywhere. You can stay home. You can be with your family if you want. And also you can tell stories that are closer to your heart. I think is really, for me, it's neat to see. I like to see those kind of things. Felicia, go ahead.
Peter, you are in that for negotiation for 5,000
Peter, parlez-vous français?
Thank you for bringing that up. So, some of you already visited our booths yesterday. So, at my booth, we have you can purchase a Mjolnir made out of stainless steel. The Mjolnir is donated by the fantastic Viking lifestyle company Grimfrost from Sweden, and it's 20 euros. And all the proceedings go to this Children's Cancer Research Foundation in Finland. And so if you want to support children's cancer research, so please come to my booth and purchase one. It's a lovely jewelry, and I will personally send the money over to the company, to the foundation single-handedly, so it's going to go straight to the core. And it's the foundation is called, well, she has it, 2, 1. Yeah, so it's a lovely gesture towards kids, and the foundation is called Aamu Foundation. It's Aamu means morning, morgen in Finnish. So please join the charity and meet us at the booth. Thank you for bringing that up. Thank you.
Merci beaucoup.
And I'd really like to emphasize that the whole 20 euros goes directly into the charity. So there's nothing is taken away. So if you buy one of these for 20 euros, that whole 20 euros is going directly to the foundation, which is a really, really nice thing.
Hello, good morning. Today I have a question for Mr. Franzen, and I wanted to ask the origin of your character, his will to be honored and to be a great man, like because he always said that a name, for example, of Wrecker is going to be forgotten, and like these things. And I wanted to ask you, where do you think is the origin of that will? Is it because of his promise to his love, supposedly, or is it because of his intrinsic thoughts and just the will that has been there all the time? Because for me, I thought it was because of his promise, but then in the later series, I started to think about it's maybe something else.
Yeah, you're right. Thanks. That's a good question for that character, Harold. I believe in the beginning, from the beginning of times, I believe he was the brother who was really ambitious and wanted to control, tried to find different kinds of means to control his surroundings and his clan. But of course, he had some bad luck, not only with women, but with his plans that didn't pan out that well many times. But he managed, and after the promise that was maybe the main thing that kept him going, got diluted because of the circumstances. He had to sort of switch his goal towards something else, which was power. And then when he gained it, he understood that, okay, maybe that's not the meaning of life in the first place, or so that was probably the little arc that there was throughout his life. Harlad Finehair, he was actually, well, it's recorded that he was ruling at least 50 years, and they claim that he died around 80 years of age, which is unprecedented at that time. Basically, you're 2 times dead over during those times. But he ruled Norway, a combined Norway, for for a very long time, whether it was 50 years or he lived 80 years, but he was a formidable guy, and actually, because of him, Iceland was habited. So he drove his adversaries out of Norway, out of his kingdom.
Meine
And
Mama, die läuft hier irgendwo rum.
that's why people live in Iceland now. So that real character had a real person. He had a huge effect on the Viking world, and he was the last pagan king.
Amazing, thank you. And I also have a short question for both of you. I believe that you are in the acting industry for a long time, and that Vikings was not one of the first projects that you did, but still, are there things that you take away from the cast of Vikings when you finished it? Are there some new things that you learned, or maybe some new ideas that you got from it?
Well, I think somebody's mentioning it, said it yesterday at some point that Vikings was a unique project because we became such close friends. It was really a family, and that sense of family is still very strong. I mean, we just saw Morgan, the French actress who was on the show. We saw her for the first time after 9 years. We haven't seen her in 9 years, and it was like, there she is, like nothing changed, which says something about how close we all got as friends and as a family. In many projects, especially big international projects, it's quite common that nobody becomes friends. After the day of shooting is over, people go back to their hotels or homes or wherever they live, and there's no time spent together. You show up to work like you show up to office, and people really don't bond and create friendships. It's quite weird. And whereas in Vikings, all we did was spend time together. Every single night after a day of shooting, something would always happen. All the weekends we spent together, and we sometimes we traveled together with Peter and Alexander, who played Bjorn, and Gustav, who played Floki, and went to places together, and we've seen each other all around the world, and so it's really special how this one TV show created such deep friendships, and had it been another show, a big show with after years of the show not being aired anymore, and there was a convention like this, I don't think anybody of us would have showed up. One of the big reasons for us to show up is the sense of family, and then together it's so nice to meet all the fans of the show, and so it's this certain warmth in everybody's hearts that the show left us with.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So we have time for one last question.
Hey.
My question was, if Halfdan and Harlad lived in this world, what would their job would be?
Halfdan and Harlad lived in this world, in the modern world. What would be their jobs?
What would be their jobs?
Tech CEO.
Yeah, man of church. Catholic church. No, I'm sorry.
Meth
no.
dealer.
Yeah, it would be probably in charge of a corporation of some sort, I would say. Maybe not. He could be a criminal in his own right. He could. Yes, mafia.
Maybe Halfdan would work on board National Geographic Observer, the ship exploring the last corners of the world, doing scientific research and meeting, researching the last tribes in deep jungle and and things like that, perhaps.
Thank you. That was
Thank
a great
you.
question. Gentlemen, thanks for taking the time to chat with us this morning.
Thank you.
Enjoy the rest of the day, and hopefully we'll see you again soon. Peter Franzen and Jasper Paakkonen, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, guys. See you soon.